So we were into the top 8 now, and at the table we've got Steven Schlebusch
and Shakeel for the third
and
time.
Shakeel again. Don't really know how to deal with this.
Shakeel Watanabe
Shakeel
in the
Watanabe.
seat again.
Yeah, it looks like they're ready to go. We'll talk about the top 8 a little bit later, but I think these guys are ready to start, and they're just waiting for us to give them
The go
ahead. Yeah, so they're about to start. Let's find out who's on the play, who's on the draw. Beautiful custom top 8 mats for the LS series, art by Jeremy Carver. I'm not entirely sure what those beasties are, but they look scary. Black Mage versus Green Mage. Although both of these guys are casting black spells.
Jund.
Yeah, looks like the Jund guy is on the play here. Let's see if we can have a peek at their hands. Steven Schlebusch is playing a Key to the City, aggressive Key to the City Jund variant. Not a particularly common deck list. We've got really odd ones. It's just a selection of removal, and I think his main value engine is a Patra, which basically just chews up his opponent's creatures. I have seen him put counters on his own Patra just to get the 1/1s, since he breaks even on power.
The snakes.
Spreads the bodies around. Ronus, Hazaret, Deadeye Tracker, excellent piece of graveyard hater. It actually helps turn off approach of Search for his counter, because he eats the opponent's graveyard. It's just a versatile bunch of creatures. It looks like a mishmash, and I think that's partially why he's been so successful.
No one knows what they're doing.
Yeah, and then he tops it off with Vraska, which could legitimately just kill you.
Shakeel reading every single card.
Yeah, what are you doing? So
doesn't know what's going on.
Key to the City into Resilient Kenra, and then a... I see. So Shaq lets the Resilient Kenra stick, but then pushes it in response to... I have no idea what just happened there. Oh, it was a sensor and a fatal push. Neatly answering the set of threats that Steven presented. Plays his 4th land, and I think he's about to pass back. He's looking in his pockets for some dice.
Keep your dice in your pockets, man.
Just in case.
Answer 2.
Key to the City. Chucks a Blooming Marsh. Probably just to get the draw.
Yeah.
Since his curve is quite low, he can afford to spend the 2 mana in his upkeep to draw an extra card. Shaq just paying attention to his opponent's graveyard. Steven sitting with a pile of lands. Not
That's
too positive, but he can draw through them.
Glimmer at the end of turn for Shaq. Keeps both. That's probably not a good sign for Steven. 5th land down. Here comes his counter.
Yeah, what was the search? Up until now, Steven definitely had more velocity than Shakeel does, but
Cycle.
Now Shaq's got a free...
He's just drawing lands. Steven's literally just drawing lands. Throws away a land to draw.
Untap, pay 2. Draw a card. Draw another card. Did he get
Scrap heap?
something?
Yeah, scrap heap. Oh, and another land.
The Resilient Kenra.
Oh, it's Resilient Kenra.
And another land.
Not going too well.
Those Kenras can result in some really explosive turns.
ETB pump.
Yeah,
creature.
plus because he's got one in his graveyard now, so next turn he can play a land and attack for 6.
Well, they're both in the graveyard now.
Passes the turn. Steven's got 2 cards, probably both lands, from what I remember.
Yeah.
And Shaq is getting his search trigger.
Does he throw it?
Throws
Yeah.
the opt into the graveyard.
Draws an
Gets an
ether.
energy. Is that a Deadeye tracker? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably coming down.
I sense.
I sense a sensor. No, you can't censor that.
No, I sense this, but how about no?
I will not allow this.
Okay, it sits.
I says it's fine. You might disallow
the ability.
Yeah, but it's still exiling the
Yeah.
things from his graveyard. It's basically a free card.
Oh,
there we go. He's eternalizing the Kenra,
Yeah.
which might get disallowed here. It resolves.
Here comes an hour of devastation. Oi.
It's gonna be a pretty rough.
Yeah.
Shaq's taking a chunk of damage here. Oh, is he? No, the Deadeye tracker doesn't have haste.
Yeah.
Shaq's got 5 power on board, and Steven, 0 cards in hand, I think. Gets a search trigger, puts it in the bin.
Some land for you. Desolate Lighthouse on a flip card.
No, it's better.
No, it's way better. Land.
It's impulse for non-creatures.
Yeah.
Non-land, non-creature, non-lands.
Hour of devastation.
Kill all your things.
Oof.
And now he has disallow up.
Just to back up whatever Steven draws.
Steven's gonna chalk that land, I think.
Yeah.
He's going to use for it. Bye.
Goodbye, land.
Does he disallow this trigger? The draw thing. It was cool. Get that.
I would rather just use it for any threat.
For whatever he plays, yeah.
Draw.
Draw for the turn. Amit Eternal and Hazaret. No, that's a Samut, actually. Does he play the Amit? I think he does that first. He leads with the creature.
Yeah.
Might meet the disallow.
Yep.
It is a 5/5. He's playing some huge things. Like
massive.
Every single one of his creatures has the potential to just put you on a 4-turn clock, a 5-turn clock. Except for that Deadeye tracker, which chews up your graveyard. And I believe it's targeted, so he can respond to Gearhulks.
Yeah.
Scarab
God. Land tapped.
Shaq is sitting on a Glimmer. And what looks like a sensor. Is that a Scarab God? I'm not sure.
Well, he's looking to the graveyard, so I think it might be a Scarab God. Shaq deciding what to do.
Yeah, this is a bit of a strange one.
Passes.
This is some in the stack. Says, I'm gonna see if I can find an answer here. Bottom both of those lands. I don't need them.
No, this is in response to he wants to.
Oh, the Kenra being eternalized.
Yeah. I think he threw the summit away. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Still got it in his hand.
He's got 2 cards in hand. That hits. End of turn search.
Wow. Steven's got a 4/4. Still no damage happening yet.
Nope. Shaq needs to find some removal for this because
Yeah.
this hits pretty hard.
He does have a lot of cards in hand.
Yeah.
There's a Gearhawk.
Oh, there we go.
It's pretty
Perfect
apt
answer.
removal. It looks like he's on 6 energy, 4 energy.
One,
We've got 2
2, 3, 4, 5,
glimmers,
6, 7, 8, 9, 5.
2 ether hubs, 4. Yeah, I think it's 6 energy. Plays an island. And that's a Scarab God in his hand as well.
Here comes the Scarab God.
Insects. Well, not really. The bug-headed
Bug-headed guy that
bug-headed
brings
chainer.
zombie dudes back with his scarabs like crawling all over them and stuff.
I'm a zombie now. Yay!
I'm a real zombie.
Abrante. You get rid of that value engine. The thing got him way too deep into his deck. It's shocking how far in he got in.
Still has a disallow up, so anything that Steven wants to play is probably going to get munched.
What does Steven have in his hand?
Summit, Walk with Flank, and something else.
I'm not certain. But he needs, a Deadeye tracker on board before he'll cast that Walk the Plank.
Yeah.
I'm sure he really wants to exile the god. He's got his own god.
Yeah, you walk blank the
Walk
god.
the plank. Okay, just to slow it down a bit.
Yeah.
Shaq's pretty happy with that. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just getting a card
In
for
for
4
4.
life, essentially. Scarab God returns. And he's
Walk
got
the
a
plank me now,
lot of
man.
mana. Get off my damn boat.
Giant Catacomb.
All the mana. Every single little
Do you
bit
know how
of it.
scary that must be sitting there in a control deck and they just got
land every turn.
lands
Scarab God
and
one more
cards in
time.
hand?
Why doesn't he keep this at the?
I was gonna say the
as
exact
counter up?
same thing.
It's real strange.
Guess he's got a
What is it?
torrential,
He does.
but still.
I think he's got the one of Vraska's Contempt in his deck in his hand. He's got all the answers he
He's
needs.
got
Really.
everything and the land to help with it. And Steven was on the play, eh? Because he was
Yeah.
top seed.
I feel like he's gonna get beat to death with his own Deadeye trackers. Considering using the Infinite Dreadlands on the Scarab God. Checks out the graveyard. What does he got? Deadeye tracker, and that's it, really. Oh, and an Amit Eternal. Ronus.
Ronus and
Potentially doing something here, but the Vraska's Contempt is just waiting in Shakil's
Waiting.
hand. Leads with a it's 4 mana. I think he's gonna try and stick that thing. I don't like planeswalkers. What did she do?
Let me just read what this thing does.
It's +1. Target creature gets double strike, end of turn, and haste or something like
That's
that.
a pretty big
A
Kenra.
-2, I think, deals damage, 2 damage, divided up, and then those creatures can't block. Some random red-green thing. He lets it stick. Is he thinking about it? Not really certain.
Up to
Okay.
2 target creatures gain double strike.
Up to 1.
Up to 1.
Yeah. Okay. So it's double strike till end of turn on +1.
And then a,
Divides 2 damage amongst 2 target
and then a
creatures or
dual
players.
shot.
Which is deal shot, or just shock something.
Yeah.
Or -7, put 2 creature or planeswalker cards from your from your library onto the battlefield.
That's pretty hectic.
In with a Kenra. A double striking Kenra. Tapped out.
Boom,
Hits for
boom.
8. Hits for 8. Fatty boom boom. Thank you very much.
It's got a. I don't know. Vraska's contempt hits either. There.
I don't think he cares. He's probably just gonna throw the Scarab God under it. It'll trade. That's the thing. It's got 5 toughness, and then he'll get it back in the next end step. But I don't think Steven has a choice really. He's got to be aggressive here. The longer he waits, the
more
worse
powerful the control's gonna be. He could also throw a torrential
pretty comfortable. He doesn't even have to. That's the thing.
Whoop.
My greedy little brain says that I should just block with the Scarab God and let him like try and push through all the effort. Oh, he's got a fatal push in the graveyard. We forget about that. Kenner gets exiled permanently.
Here comes Ronus. Untap. I'll have all those lands back to do whatever I want.
Ronus is looking pretty pathetic here.
Yeah.
It's just the
kind of card that's really great if you're winning.
That's also not too bad, like in a board stall, just because the trample lets you attack through things, makes blocking hard.
Glint? Is that a glint sleeve?
This is his glint sleeve siphoner. He took it from Steven.
Thank you. I will have energy and more draw. Thanks.
Shaq's taking no damage. And there's a nickel bolus.
Move to combat, 5 at summit, and 5 at your
head. That's real painful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Real painful.
Disallow in hand. Oh, there's a There's a big pop of planeswalk in his hand too.
Bolus is just waiting.
Chilling. He's waiting.
I think Steven just dies to this board though.
Yeah.
It's 14 points of damage. Shrinks the Scarab God. I feel like it's the smartest thing to shrink here. Because he doesn't want to kill it. It's just going to come back.
Going to bring out...
Avant
you can bring out... Can you bring out... No, Ronus is there.
Yeah. It's a random 4/4 guy. That's cool. Don't mind if I do. And now it's lethal.
Bang.
Trigger. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Bah.
Steven loses 2 points of life. Shax cries 2. That land should probably disappear. Maybe he just talks both of them.
Yeah, he's got
everything he needs.
Everything.
He just got a glimmer which digs even more. That's fine. All the men sideways. And the women.
Everyone go.
The zombie crocodile is of indeterminate gender.
Zombie apocalypse. Right there.
Why is he leaving the 5/5, the 4/4 back? I suppose it's a 2-turn clock. 4/8. No, that's he should have just attacked with everything. That is lethal anyway.
I think he doesn't really know what he's playing against, so he's worried about something coming in with haste, maybe. I don't know. And then, but okay, he wants to go out with a bang. -3, 7, no?
Yeah, that's it. Toast.
Yeah, 7.
Just dead. Okay then.
You wanted to end with a style, that's why I didn't attack
Bolus
everything.
you to death. sorry man. I'm so sorry. Not really sure why this deck
Shakeel is being a naughty little boy again, forgetting all his triggers and all that kind of stuff.
Let's see. Can we?
I'm really interested to see Steven's sideboard.
Trying to get this thing to
check
render.
What stuff he's got in there.
Oh, that is not correctly typed. Neither is this.
Savage.
We'll get them up in a second. If you want to just read it out, it's over there.
So Steven has 2 Death Gorge Scavenger probably come in. Scrappy Scroungers times 2, 1 Gifted Etherborn, 2 Vance's Blasting Cannons, 1 Braska Contempt, 4 Duress, 2 Lost Legacy, and 1 Harsh Scrutiny. Very interesting.
Like the Death Gorges.
So
he's got the Scroungers, which
Blasting Cannons come in, I think. Definitely. Gives you that extra draw power. And then also some boom to the face.
Yeah, I think Steven is quite interested in not drawing lands past like 4 mana, and the few extras he does use he'll be using to cast Braska. But otherwise his curve is pretty low. So Vance's Blasting Cannons is real good here.
Definitely 4 Duress in. Lost Legacy for maybe.
Yeah, I put in the Duresses. I'm not really sure about the Lost Legacy. It's not you can't name the Hulks.
Yeah.
Because there's artifacts.
Oh, is it only creature?
Yeah, it says non-artifact card.
Okay. That's why you've got that, what's in your deck? That sideboard card that says artifact?
Oh, Dispossess.
There
The other one, yeah.
The Scorpion God.
Yeah.
What does that do?
It is the...
Not the Scorpion God? Yeah, it is the Scorpion God.
It's the red-black one. And what it does is... I think there's a claim to fame that's not rendering properly in here. It's got 4 mana, put a -1/-1 counter on a target creature. Whenever a creature with a -1/-1 counter dies, draw a card. And he's got plenty of that synergy. He's got a Batra, he's got a Meet Eternal.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going to be happening here. That's the problem with his deck list.
Claim fame.
Still not. I wonder what Shaq's... I'm sure he has no clue what his opponent's doing.
Yeah.
That's probably the issue here.
Probably removal in. More. I don't know. What's...
Here we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Go. Cool, there we go. So, Confiscation, Duress, Fiery Cannonade, Gifted Etherborn, Conti...
I feel like he brings in the Etherborns.
Yeah, that's about it.
Although he took 0 damage the last game. It's like literally nothing.
Maybe another Braska's Contempt because he knows he plays Planeswalkers.
Fair enough.
Visio Mini... I don't know about that one.
Shaq saw a lot, but I mean, what he did see is pretty disjointed. I mean, it wasn't any particular strategy. It was just guys that were scary. Like oh my god, that's big.
Would you sideboard negates in so that you know on turn 2 you can hit the key? If
it does seem very important to his deck. Or
duress for the key. I don't know, but I feel like
the way the deck negates was running are not bad. The thing is, he's only got like a few, like a smattering of things that he can negate. There's 2, 5. There's 11 cards in total out of the 60 that can be negated.
One Braska, one Summit. I read just Braska's Contempt.
The creatures are the thing here. He's got Death Gorge Scavenger's main. Do I have the sideboard in 1, 2, 3?
You've got the sideboard in the
4,
main
5,
as
6,
well.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Because
12. I've only got 12 cards. Yeah.
You put the Scavengers in for him.
I put them in for him. I did put the Scavengers in for him. Let me just fix this list. A little bit disturbing here. Oops. I have no idea how to fix this. Anyway, this is not the correct sideboard. This is a 75, but the sideboard isn't listed correctly. Actually, the Death Gorge Scavengers are in the side deck. 2 of them.
He's got 1 main then.
1 main, 2 side. Let's see if we can fix this. So these guys still sideboarding? Yep. Shaq is ankle deep in Steven's deck list, trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, I think he's done.
Double checking his side.
Just none of that.
Oh, puts in 3 duresses, the gates.
Okay, so he
wants to really control the hand there. Not let any of his combo pieces. Well, are they even combo pieces? Kind of, a little bit.
It's just a lot of synergy.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could call them combo pieces. Death Gorge synergy. Scavenger is the correct word.
1 up to Shakeel. Steven on the draw this time. I mean,
No, he's on the play.
On the play this time.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say about this. I don't really know what Shaq is thinking. It is
I
a
don't even think he
strange
knows
deck
what he's
list.
thinking.
It's a very strange deck list.
He's on autopilot right now.
13.
Death Gorges in. Do you think Scrap Heaps will go in? Because then that's a constant threat as well.
I feel like the Scrap Heaps will go in. And it also means that he has to deal with him before he can reanimate anything else from the graveyard.
Shakeel showing off with his shuffles there.
Very, very smooth and cool.
And ready for some more action.
Yeah. I do finally have the deck lists fixed, so just after the next game we'll have them correct.
Check this in mulligans. Steven keeping.
Both of these guys keeping?
Shakeel keeping.
Shaq not mulliganing. Tap Lantern 1. Awkward.
Yeah, it's gonna be
awkward.
It's gonna have to be. There we go.
Steven has a 2-drop. He must. I can't even see his hand. Oh, look at that.
Boom.
The key to the city. The key to the deck. Key to the city also turning Hazard on real fast.
Swam.
That is a combat celebrant in his main deck. He's definitely sided in the Scrap Heap Scroungers.
Yeah.
Does Shakeel have any counter magic for that?
No,
Exile Source is in hand.
Hardness. Boom.
Interesting. Says nope, none of that.
I'll eat that.
Now he's got fuel for the Scrap Heap Scrounger. I feel like he doesn't discard anything into turn here. He just plays the Scrounger and keeps up.
Yeah. There we go.
Keeps up the reanimate for it.
Pressure on. You gotta answer me or you're going to get hit hard.
Rootbound Crag untapped. That is a Death Gorge Scavenger. From anyone's graveyard, actually. Steven says from your graveyard. There's a Harness Lightning.
Before trigger.
Before the trigger resolves. Cool. And I'm assuming that the sensor is going to get resolved. I mean, exiled.
Yeah.
Pass the turn. Scrap Heap Scrounger is going to keep the graveyard nice and clean. And Shaq is out of creature answers for the moment.
Yeah.
I see a bounce spell, which is not
the greatest.
Particularly good. And a negate. Steven considering whether to chuck something to the key, and he says, yes, I will. I'm going to throw this land away. Or maybe it's the Scrap Heap Scrounger. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, you just bring him back.
Cheers. Get out of here.
What?
You should not be disallowing this. He's going to bounce that.
What? Oh, that's nasty.
Odd. Yeah, it's fine.
He's got the negate up to bring it back though.
Fair.
But now he can't pay 2, so he just threw a card away for no reason. Not bad.
Well, it's not like he lost the Scrounger.
Yeah.
He's got a Scorpion God in his hand. I feel like if he sticks it here, it's going to be really good for him. He's going to land into Scorpion God.
Yeah.
Does he?
Or is he going to play the key again?
Does he just drive it out? Like, I think...
Here's a key, negate.
Gets
Thank
negated,
you.
sure. Pass back.
Land go.
Yeah, he's gonna Scrap Heap Scrounger end of turn probably, and then try and stick the God the following turn. Shaq is running thin on answers. He's got no search for his counter. He's got a Glimmer of Genius
That's
and a
not too
negate in
bad.
hand. The Glimmer will get him into his deck. I'm sure he'll find something relevant. But Steven's gonna get on with some damage here.
3 in. Boom.
I'm sure he's super relieved about that. And here comes the Scarab God. No, nothing yet. Glimmer of
Passes.
Genius.
Glimmer up.
No Scarab God. Interesting. Fatal Push and what looks like an Owl of Glory, Owl of Exile your thing. Does he have it in his deck? I don't know what that black thing in his hand is. It's a fatal, push. Pushes the Scrounger.
Might be a Scrutiny.
It looks a bit bigger than that. I think it's a 4-drop.
Vraska's Contempt.
I suspect it was an Owl of Glory, similar to Vraska's Contempt. Vraska's Contempt is just superior in this situation though because of the life gain. It's a Duress. It wasn't a Harsh Scrutiny. So Khans of Talkir Duress. Oh dear. It shows in the Scarab.
Oh, that's a Scarab. What do I do with that?
Gets the Scrounger back. Squeaky clean graveyard.
What to do?
In for 3.
Boom.
Shack to 14. Does he put it down? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's 5 mana. There it comes.
Scarab God. Now what? Land.
Go. Shack in a little bit of trouble here. Oh dear.
Negates.
Oh
What?
dear. Let me see your graveyard.
It's my turn
What have you
now.
got? What you got? Not that Scorpion God does anything to the graveyard. He's just gonna draw a pile of cards.
Yeah, I don't know if he wanted. Shaq should have put in all that counter magic. What did he take out?
I have no idea.
Because like
But
the
a Death
negate
Force
is
Scavenger.
literally just hits the key.
Sweet deal.
I think Shakeel needs a
9 damage.
torrential gear help here to get back on board.
He's on 5. Scorpion God's a 6/5, and he's got a 3/2 attacking. He's got many ways to skin this cat next turn, but if at least 2 creatures stick, it is lethal.
Scoop.
Shaq, not interested in playing any further. And now we have actual deck lists. There we go. So what we do know is the Scrap Heap Scroungers, probably the Duresses, and the Death Gorge Scavengers did come in. I feel like the Duresses just stay in on the draw. It's a really good card against any control deck, just to pick apart their hand. Yeah, maybe Shaq is just going to send those negates back into the sideboard. I don't know if he wants
it
them.
helped him once with a key.
In the grand scheme of things, it didn't help. I don't think the key was the problem there. He wasn't blocking with anything.
Yeah. Maybe now that he knows that there's cards, he'll bring a Gonti in.
He knows that there's gods because they have access
Oh,
to each other's
exactly.
deck
So
lists.
why was it? Maybe he did.
Maybe he was just being fancy. I don't know. He feels like they're better on the play as well.
Yeah.
But he's on the draw, so why would he? I'm
No,
not
no.
certain. I feel like maybe it's just because he's so confused about the matchup. This is
Yeah.
a really unconventional deck. It's 1-ofs, 2-ofs, and 4-ofs. It's wacky.
Quite interesting. I wonder if the blasting cannons came in. Maybe that's why he brought the negates.
Yeah,
in,
he doesn't want the
because-
blasting cannons to stick because he knows he'll just drown.
Yeah.
If Steven gets that card advantage engine online. Blasting cannons also flipping into a land that bolts,
Yep.
which is a genuine threat here. I mean, you just go 3, 3, 3.
Like disallows the only thing that can even stop that.
Yeah, and basically Shaq's only source of life gain in this matchup is
Vraska's Contempt.
Gifted Etherborn, the Vraska's Contempt, and taking his opponent's Death Gorge Scavenger.
Yeah.
And there's little increments of 1 and 2, so it's not a particularly large amount. Any three of those spells undone by, or the life gain undone by two Scrappy Scrounger attacks. So not the most efficient way to buffer your life total. Restless Contempt is pretty good actually. It removes the creature and gains you 2 life. So you don't take the damage from the attack and your life total goes up.
Vizier of Many Faces might be a thing now.
Okay, these creatures are so small. Oh, there's a Scorpion God and there's a Ronus. So this could be
Hazaret.
I feel like you want good blockers here and to keep the key to the city off the table, but he's got no way of doing that.
2 Scorpion God, 2 Ronus.
He is crying for a some hostage takers here. That's definitely what he wants.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
He deals with pretty much everything in Steven's deck. This is not one in Shaq 75. Oh my goodness, these guys. What are they up to here? Shaq's still busy.
He's busy. Yeah, he really has absolutely no idea what he needs to do.
Who do you feel like is going to win this next game?
It really depends.
I think he needs a search for his counter.
If Steven curves out,
it's not fun.
It's not.
He can be pretty aggressive, but he's also got like big things late game. The Eternalize on the Kendras gives him game later. And the +4, I mean, it's not a joke, especially on like a menace body. The Siphon, you just poke through for 6.
And if Shakeel,
life total is
if he doesn't have that early game answer, the answers early game, then it's going to get out of hand really quickly.
Yeah, Hour of Devastation is a card, but I don't know if he can be waiting that long.
Exactly.
It's not like he can get like a 3-for-1 off of it, because if he's been taking that much damage from creatures on the board, then his life total is going to be too low to survive. So he has to be playing spot removal, and I don't think he'll be getting too much value off the Hour of Devastation.
Shuffled up. Let's check their hands.
7 of the best, eh? See what we're working with. I can't see Steven's hand. He's sitting way back in his chair here.
It's just chillaxing. So Shakeel,
you got a scrappy. What does Shakeel have? Where does land go? Opt lands.
There we go. Have a look for something.
Steven's
some more land.
A claim to fame, a scrappy scrounger, a Ronus, and it looks like that. Yeah, lands and those things. Shaq's also got quite a land-heavy hand there. He's gotten a fatal push.
Chant Catacomb.
Please let me see.
Here comes
please. And Steven says, you can take my claim to fame if you want. That's probably what you're going to get here. Oh, and a Death Gorge Scavenger. 3 creatures. All pretty fine by themselves. 2 mana 3/2. 3 mana Titan. It's got it does Titan things.
So this was a write down.
Little mini Titan. And a Ronus.
Oh, that's quite the.
He's got a curve.
Yeah, that's a scrap heap next turn, which he can answer with a fatal push. Then third turn, Scavenger, which I don't know if he has an answer.
Something's gonna stick, unless Shaq draws exceptionally well. I think he was hoping to catch a key to the city there.
Yeah, scrap heap. That is a nickel bonus so early on in the game.
At least he's got something to work towards. It's nice to have your end game, and then try.
He's got another duress in hand if you really want, but I don't think there wasn't anything else he could hit with it.
Yeah, 0. Steven drew Avance's blasting cannons, which he needs to get
that
duress now.
Can hit, yeah.
Does Shaq feel like he can spend? He doesn't. He doesn't. And every turn Steven untaps is one closer to playing the blasting cannons. Steven doesn't have the negate. I mean, Shakeel doesn't have a negate in hand. No disallow.
So he needs to hit that with a
He's
duress.
got minimal counter magic.
Fatal.
Push for Dal. Scavenger?
Here comes...
Or maybe the Ronus.
I don't know, I think you want to pick the Scavenger so you can hit
just
next
mop
turn.
up the graveyards. Some sort of 3-drop. No, it's a key.
There's a key. I wonder if he's gonna duress now.
If he duresses, Steven gets to throw the blasting cannons away with a key.
Yeah.
And make him miss. It just passes back.
Passes.
Oh, goodness.
This is not gonna be...
Oh,
Not
goodness.
gonna be nice.
Oh.
Do you think he plays it though? Because he's leaving mana open, maybe he thinks counter magic.
I think he just sticks it as soon as possible. That like recurring advantage is... Nah, he's not playing it. He's playing a creature here. So odd. So strange.
That's a Ronus. That's a Glimmer. So now Jack's feeling a bit, okay, this is getting a bit better for me. I can look for more answers.
He's gonna find some lands. No, he wants to play that bonus. What did he see there? Is that a sensor?
He doesn't hear.
Oh, he just grabs them both. Goes up 2 energy.
Does he do the 2 energy?
I think he did that already. Yeah, he's on 3.
Cool.
Which
does he have a land to play this turn? Oy.
That is an awkward position to be. But if he doesn't have a land, I think that he's definitely going to be playing the duress this turn. Just to have something to do. Yep.
Yeah.
There it is. Sees Vraska's Contempt and a Vance's Blasting Cannons in addition to the Death Gorge Scavenger that he knows about.
Do you think he goes for the Vances or the
I think he takes the
because
Blasting
he knows
Cannons.
there's one Contempt.
Oh.
Yeah, and doesn't want the Planeswalker to get his out here.
Yeah, fair.
But I don't think he understands how...
That recurring card advantage is going to be something. I mean, it doesn't look like card advantage, but it is.
But I guess if you're playing Key and that at the same time, that is a bit of a mana screw.
Scavenger.
Yeah.
Exile something to give it +1/+1 and attack for 5. Well, I'm not sure if Shaq has any creatures in his graveyard. He should probably just shoot it right now before that ability resolves.
Okay, it has to enter and target.
Zap.
Zip.
Get an energy. Dies and your card gets exiled. Jonas still not attacking this turn.
Oh, it's a tracker.
1 mana guy.
Land comes in tapped. Oh.
I believe Shakeel can attack with the... Oh, he can really punish Shakeel's graveyard here.
Untap, eat. It is 2 mana,
It's 2 mana, get 2 things.
Yeah.
And then he explores. So either he'll draw a card, but if he's got a land to play... Shakeel does have the Consign to Oblivion, I think. It's the bounce.
He does have a Vraska as well. Vraska's Contempt, doesn't he? Yeah.
He's got some removal. I don't think he's taking the damage right away.
And he's got draw 2 for... What's the standard Sphinx's Revelation for just drawing?
Oh, pull from tomorrow.
Is that sorcery?
It's instant speed.
Okay, so he does have that in case
Double
he needs.
X, draw X, discard 1.
Because he needs to look for that. If he's already a land drop behind.
Yeah, he's a little bit behind on land here. Well, behind from where he wants to be.
Yeah.
This is an awkward situation. They're just sitting there looking at each other.
He doesn't know what to do.
Appears to be a problem. Judge leaning over the table. Steven just passes back. I think he's keeping up the tracker to maybe undo any Gearhawk value that he might get.
Here comes a Scarab God.
Oh, that is walk the plank into exile your Scarab God in Steven's hand.
Oh,
It's painful. Push and harness lightning gone. Steven flips a. What is that? A Meet Eternal. Tracker gets big.
Shaq is a 2/2 now. They play that card in modern with humans because it eats sub graveyard cards.
I feel like
there's so many better cards, but like it's a human.
Yeah, but like Mardu War Reaper is also a reasonable human's option to eat graveyards.
But you know what they love in humans in modern?
Talia.
The Kite Sailor.
Oh, the freebooter, yeah, that one. It's a pretty good guy. Humans hasn't had a tight Hollow Scholar ever. Now they do.
Surprised.
Oh, he got the scrap heap back there as well.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly from nowhere, there's pressure.
3, 4, 5.
Does Steven have enough black? He's got 1, 2, 3 black sources, which is what he needs.
Yeah.
He will be taking a point of pain, but since Shaq is tapped out, I think he can just get in for 5.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be 3 because he wants to exile the Scarab God. The line is walk the plank.
Boom. Eat it.
Attack for 3.
Okay. And second main.
Exile!
Yeah. That's the Scarab God gone.
There goes the Opt and the Scarab God. Flips a land, puts it into his hand.
Draws a card. Evolving Wilds, bit awkward.
Still 1 mana off from the Nicol Bolas.
Yeah. But is that going to be able to do anything with that kind of board?
I don't know. Shaq is on 17 points of life. He's got a... Is that a Glimmer?
Yeah, he's got a Glimmer.
He's just got something to dig a little bit deeper, but no other instant speed spells, so...
He's got the... X-Draw.
Is that a Duress? Let's have a look.
Oh
dear. Let me...
That's not...
Awkward.
That is painful.
Shaq considering whether to bounce something, draw some cards. I feel like if he loses this Glimmer, that might be the nails in the coffin.
That is what awkward.
Crack. The thing is, playing the draw spell before the duress resolves just lets your opponent take the better option. Whereas you can at least sculpture. He's got 2 card selection spells or card draw spells in his hand. So maybe he should just let him see and work with what he's got left, rather than spending the mana now and then letting your opponent pick from the best of it.
Exactly.
Duress still on the stack.
I think
he lets it happen.
Steven will probably take the Bolas.
The lone Bolas. Steven, a little bit of profanity there. Exclaiming
well, there's a Bolas here, but there's cards that could go fetch another one or something even worse.
Well, he doesn't know the contents of Shakeel's deck list, and as far as he should be able to remember, there's a single Nicol Bolas. So what are we getting rid of, Steven? What's going? No, I don't want this bounce spell. Shaq's got Glimmer into Fatal Push potentially. Glimmer, Nikki B, and Pull from Tomorrow remaining in Shakeel's hand. And Steven's gonna make some damage right about now. I think that's the deal.
He's like, okay, I need to kill this guy quickly.
Pump with Ronus targeting the Scavenger. Here comes the
glimmering.
Leaving black up. No, leaving Ether Hub up,
fine.
sure.
Any color.
Blue or black. You could just leave up blue black. Does he play Magma Sprays?
No.
Has he got any 1 mana red thingies? No, he's got a single Magma Spray. So he's looking for Magma Spray or Fatal Push.
Oh, yeah, it's a single Magma Spray.
Yeah, Magma Spray,
wow.
Fatal Push, and potentially having blue for Opt is also okay. So
Yeah.
the Ether Hub is the best choice to leave up here.
So he saw a Vraska and a Giant Catacomb.
Does he just bottom them in the
No,
hopes
he
of
wants
getting-
that Giant Catacomb to play.
He also wants the Vraska's Contempt. He's
Yeah.
just taking both.
Yeah.
Oh, oof, this is
That's
a lot of damage. 6, 7, 8. This is 13. And 12 points of damage.
Nah.
Oh, Briones is +2. 12 points of damage, putting Shakeel to 5 here.
Or he needs
Shakeel
an hour
praying for an hour of devastation.
Torrential
Torrential Gearhulk is good here, but not after Steven untaps. He has to main phase it.
But that key makes it unblockable.
What I'm saying is, if he plays the Gearhulk into an untapped Deadeye,
Oh, yeah.
he's going to lose
Yeah,
his
yeah,
value.
yeah.
It's just a...
No, but I'm saying for as a blocker. The key doesn't key make something unblockable.
Yeah, obviously he'll have to play it before blockers, and Steven can just respond by making his largest creature unblockable, and Shaq will be tapped out at that stage. This is no good. Vraska's Contempt, exile the Ronus, gain 2 life, go to 7.
Hopefully, does he have anything else in hand?
Toot toot.
Torrential Gear, bonus, and draw.
He's still got the advances blasting
Yeah.
cannons. Although I don't know how much more time he can give Shakeel to find that last land he needs. He's got the land, actually. He can just untap into Bolus. Does he have a way? He has a way to give the combat celebrant haste here. There's a fame in the graveyard, and it costs 2 mana to flash
I
back.
can end this now. 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Oh no, it's +2/+0 in haste. Yeah, that's it. That's lethal. Does Shaq have an
No,
answer?
he has nothing.
Does he have anything?
No.
Oh, goodness. He can draw a card and discard a card and have no
card.
mana available. That's lethal.
Oi.
Is that was that it?
That was the
Yeah, that was
second-
Stevens.
That was
That's
the
it.
third
That's
game.
it. That's
yeah.
game 3. It's 2-1 to
Sure.
Steven, and he's through to
The
the
semi-finals.
semi-finals. Wow.
Did he lose a game in the Swiss round?
I think he dropped the game in the
dropped
Swiss
one
rounds. I'm
game.
not sure. Steven was at the top of the standings here.
Yeah, he
with
was.
this weird concoction of his, and it's clearly proving to be an excellent choice. He's been working on it
It's
for
like
a while.
aggro / graveyard hate
with
kind of thing.
value.
Yeah.
It's a Jund deck.
Yeah.
It is literally standard Jund. I don't see how else to put this. The key to the city is a nice source of unblockability.
Yeah.
It turns on the Hazoret. It's got a spread of effects. You know, a bunch of
Clean sleeve for the value,
Of
key
different
to city,
things.
value,
yeah.
get our tracker value. Yeah.
That is.
I just love seeing a
these strange
rogue
things.
deck
Yeah, doing this
coming
well.
into a tournament and like just dominating.
Eating him up here. I think he's pretty well positioned, just because of the graveyard hit he's got
Yeah.
built into his deck.
Scapegoat
with
is
the-
a main board in most decks.
So he's got the trackers, the 2 trackers on the 1 Death Gorge Scavenger main
Yeah.
deck, and just these surprise little chunks of damage that he can produce.
Yeah.
You know, Death Gorge Scavenger hits for an extra 1. Combat
Resilient,
Celebrant with
Kenra,
haste
pumping.
is a scary thing. I did think he had 5 mana there, so I thought he'd be
Yeah.
able to play the Celebrant into a haste thing, but the safer line was probably just
Yeah.
to give the creature +2/+0 in attack. What else? Clean Sleeve
Amit's
Cypher
a
is
big,
good card.
Amit's a big boy. Scorpion Guard's a big boy. Hazoret, we didn't even see one of those in the
Yeah.
game.
Hapatra also, when it gets through, because he's got key, he can start shrinking his opponent's creatures, and when
Yeah.
they eventually do die, Scorpion Guard gets value over there.
Key helps you get Hazoret active as well.
I think Kharat's got a big rubbery one looking at this. he loves Jund, and this is this is the essence of. Well, I don't know about the key to the city, but everything else is just
Yeah.
pure value. And he's got a
I
little
think
bit
key
of
is the key to the deck.
wombo
there.
combo
Yeah.
interaction with the key here. But it's a way to turn lands into cards,
Exactly,
which is
yeah.
it's kind of good, and it turns it into damage as well.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's the first game
Mana.
for quarterfinals.
Key to the City is insane. Actually, it gives any card that you have cycling.
Yeah,
because it's 2 mana to
basically,
draw an extra
yeah.
one, and you get the unblockable off of it. You do have to spend the mana next turn, but I think if you're playing to that, then it's fine.
Exactly.
It's really good. 2 mana, cycle any card in your hand.
Any
Target
card.
creature's unblockable.
Basically.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That is just nuts.
It's a cycle with an effect.
Pretty good on anything. So yeah, that's Steven into the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you next round.
Yep.